Senator Moody.
Thank you, Senator Cassidy, and thank you so much for holding this hearing, and to our witnesses for being here today. Over 30 years ago, a baby named Charlotte was born in Virginia. Charlotte was born with a lot of energy, an infectious smile, and a heart defect. Charlotte has Down syndrome. And as we know, those with Down syndrome are more likely to suffer from congenital heart and kidney problems. By 10 years old, Charlotte had 4 open heart surgeries. And by 22, she needed a full heart transplant. Despite some worries, Charlotte found a match, underwent a successful transplant, and has had a successful life since. Fast forward to 2021. A beautiful baby named Zion Sarmiento was born in Ocala, Florida, my home state. Like Charlotte, baby Zion was born with Down syndrome and had a heart defect. But after 40 days in the NICU, Zion passed away after being denied a heart transplant. Baby Zion was only 16 weeks old. The story of baby Zion reminds us that no matter what advancements we make in healthcare, there are still structural barriers that exist, and those barriers hold back that healthcare progress for some. The National Down Syndrome Society reports that only 52% of people with disabilities who asked for a referral to an organ transplant specialist actually received a referral. Additionally, almost half, 43% of pediatric transplant centers see intellectual disabilities as a factor against transplant due to assumptions about quality of life. Close to 2/3 of transplant centers have serious reservations with providing a kidney to those with even mild intellectual disabilities. People with intellectual disabilities are beloved members of our communities, so very valued. And they shouldn't be discriminated against for something as vital as an organ transplant. Today, Charlotte is with us in the room. She is beloved. She is an inspiration to so many, not only in her family, but across our country. It is her, she's the person that bears the name of a bill that I lead in the Senate with Senator Maggie Hassan. Our bill is bipartisan. It passed the House unanimously just last year, and we'll keep on fighting for this bill that is going to be so important to so many who will come after Charlotte. And my commitment to baby Zion and Charlotte and the rest of my constituents in Florida is to convince our Congress to waste no more time to get this bill across the finish line. I fully believe we can get it to President Trump's desk next year. I have a few questions for Dr. Karp. Dr. Karp, I understand that you helped a man with Down syndrome get an organ transplant. And to the extent you are able, within the confines of the law, to share, would you tell us a little bit about that man and his story?
I would love to do that, and he and the family have given me permission to talk about him. His name is Joe Idle. He's in his mid-30s, and he received a combined heart and liver transplant at Vanderbilt. He is a man with Down syndrome and multiple other medical problems. He is absolutely thriving. I get pictures of him with the Philadelphia Eagles, especially after they won the championship, and just provides so much joy to our team and to his family, and is living just a wonderful life. And I strongly, strongly support the Charlotte Woodard Organ Transplant Discrimination Prevention Act, and I'm grateful that you put it forward.
Would you say even one case of organ transplant discrimination against a person with Down syndrome is too much?
I would. I think we have to be careful to understand that some of these patients are very, very complicated, and there's some patients might not make it through the operation because of other things that are associated with disabilities, and we have to be very careful about that. But in patients that we think have a good chance of making it through the operation, it's absolutely, there should not be discrimination against those patients whatsoever.
And does your hospital have a non-discrimination policy that explicitly covers transplant evaluation?
We do.
And how does Vanderbilt ensure clinicians follow it?
So we have a very well-developed transplant center. We have transplant center administration. We talk about these things often. These patients come before our committees on a regular basis, and and everybody knows the policies.
Thank you so much. I've met my time limit. And Chairman Cassidy, I appreciate you calling this hearing and hope that we'll be able to consider this incredibly important bill to so many people across the country.